Hey everyone, my name's Charlotte and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm firstly going in with this rose water spray to prep my skin for makeup. Then taking the NYX Total Control foundation drops, and they sent me a shade but it was a hair too pink, so I added in a more yellowy toned shade, and I'm just blending all that in with a pink beauty blender. And then this is the point where I realised I forgot to prime. Oh my god. Now taking the Chi Chi brow pomade in the shade Taupe, and I'm just filling in my brows with this. I don't really enjoy watching brow tutorials myself, so I just sped through this, but if you'd like to see one, let me know and I'd be happy to film one. Then I took this Sephora High Coverage Concealer in the lighter shade, and I'm just using this to carve out my eyebrows and prime my eyelids, just so we have a nice smooth base and everything looks nice and neat. I've really been liking this concealer at the moment, it's really nice. Then just setting that with my RCMA No Colour Powder. Now with my Morphe 35O palette, I'm taking these two shades here and I'm popping them in the crease for a nice warm transition. Now taking this rich orange shade and I'm putting this in my outer corner and my upper crease. I'm just making sure that this is all really blended out, so I'm taking this brush that I blended the transition shade with and then this big fluffy brush to blend everything out. Now taking this Makeup Geek Mustard Shadow in the shade Desert Sands, I'm just putting this in my outer corner and in my crease. This shade is really unique and I wanted to add it to my look just so it looked a bit different to any other warm look. I love layering my colours, so I'm using a lot of different shadows in this look. Going back into that Morphe palette and taking this shade here, it's kind of like Desert Sands, just a little darker, and I'm putting this in the same areas. Now taking that dark brown shade, I'm popping this in my outer V. I tried applying it with this sort of synthetic brush but it didn't really work, so I went in with a natural head brush to pack this on. And then I went and blended it out with the brush that we used in the crease, which is a Morphe M441. Now I'm taking this warm brown shade. I just wanted to warm this up a bit and again blending it out. Now taking the darkest shade in the palette and I'm just deepening that up because I want it to be nice and dark. And then I took that same warm shade and popped it in the crease. Now with this red metallic shade and the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, I just spritz some of this on my brush to make the shadow a bit more metallic and easier to work with, and I put this on my lid in sort of a cut crease sort of shape. Then I took this metallic shade next to it and put this kind of in the outer third of my eye but not on the edge, if that makes sense. I just wanted to make it pop a bit more, so I just blended this with the brown as well to make a nice gradient effect. Now taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light, I put this under my eyes just to hide my dark circles because they are quite prominent. If I went in with my lighter concealer, which is lighter than my skin tone, it wouldn't cover them up because my skin is so fair. But then I just cleaned the outer corner up with this and then went in with the Sephora concealer over top to highlight. Now taking that same RCMA no colour powder, and I'm using this to bake my under eyes. I don't usually do this, but I just felt like doing this today. Then I took the Model Rock Demi Wispies. These are kind of like the Ardell Wispies, and to prep my lashes for falsies, I put on the CoverGirl Lash Blending Mascara, I think it's called. Then I just brushed away my under eye bake with this Jessup brush. I love Jessup brushes, they're really cheap and really good. So then I just popped on my lashes with the Duo Lash Glue. Taking that Desert Sands eyeshadow and popping this underneath my lower lash line just to make sure everything on the bottom and the top is cohesive. Then with a flat definer brush, I took that warm brown shade and put this really close to my lower lash line, and then blended it out with that same brush to make sure everything was nice and smoky. This is the NYX Gold eyeliner. I put this in my waterline just to add something a bit different, and then I took the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and that shade, I think it's called Shadow Play, I might be wrong, and then I just put this on my cheeks. This brush was a BYS blush brush. I usually love this for contouring, but it just didn't work with the shade, so I took the NARS Eater brush instead. Now because my eyes were really warm, I wanted to make the skin warm as well, so I took this LA Girl highlighter in the shade 20 Watt. It's actually a really dark highlighter, but I used it as a shimmery bronzer. It's probably a little bit too dark for my skin tone at the moment, but if you are a little bit darker than me, say a medium skin tone, this would be perfect for you. Then I took the same RCMA no colour powder and I put this under my cheeks to bake. With this Milani Luminoso blush, I popped this on my cheeks. I really love this blush. It really tied nicely with the eyes. Then I took the Tarte's Pro Glow palette and I'm taking the shade Strobe, I think, and I popped this on my cheekbones. This isn't really an intense highlighter. I just wanted something a little bit more subtle than usual. By the way, sorry if you can hear the rain behind me. It's really bad in Queensland today. Then I just took that same highlighting shade on my inner corners, and then I took the shade below it and just intensified the rest of it because I wanted to make the Cupid's bow pop a little bit because we were going in with such an intense lip. Then I took this Maybelline Moisture Extreme lip liner in the shade Bordeaux, and I just lined and filled in my lips with this because the lipstick that we were going in with on top was quite sheer. So this is the MAC All Out Gorgeous lipstick. And I've been really loving using a winged liner brush to do my lips lately. It just makes them nice and sharp. I took the white creamy shade from the Morphe palette and put this on my brow bone. Now setting my face in place with my favourite NYX Dewy Setting Spray. So this is the final look. Hope you enjoyed watching. I loved filming and editing this, so I'm looking forward to making many more of these videos. Have a great day and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.